Hello, welcome to the last stream of the year. That's right, I will not be streaming for the rest of this year because I will be going on vacation and I will be going for a pretty long time, long enough to not stream the rest of this year. So this is the last stream of the year. I hope you, yeah, never mind. I'm going to stop saying that. We have Bitcoin over here at $96,221, up 3% today because we have recovered from a nice drop that we had yesterday. I took great advantage of this drop on my main account, at least. Not on this one, apparently. No, this one's okay. I did buy one. 91,917. Yeah, literally on that fib zone. So it bounced off of that level, continued bouncing upward. We're no longer in a downtrend. We're above the Ichimoku cloud, and it's also turned green. So that's positive. That means we're expected to go higher. The only resistances that we see from here, there's two of them. First one is the downtrend we're going to have to break from a longer term downtrend, because if you pay attention to the 4-hour chart, it does show that we're technically still in a downtrend according to this super trend. But to flip this over, okay, first we're obviously going to have to break through that. And for confirmation of this red super trend to flip back to green, we will need to break $100,000 for Bitcoin, and boy, are the fundamentals better than ever, as the last stream here that I'm going to be talking about. So we'll get into the news stuff later on here, but I'm content with this kind of movement, the positions that I've opened. We did open positions in Solana, Sui, and Solana. I'll talk about the Solana entries in just a moment here. What else is there to say about Bitcoin, really? Like, just literally nothing bad about it. Everything is good. Not a lot of bad news has been going on, so that's a good thing. Let's talk about Ethereum, which is up a staggering 9.45% to 3,638. That is a new high. I have a soundboard. I keep forgetting to use it, so what else do I have? Yeah, there we go. There's the money one. We're making good money on Ethereum, at least not on this account though. And I'm on my main account. I have so much Ethereum purchased from when I was telling you guys it was undervalued, all the way down here below 2,700, 2,300. It was a great price to buy. Took advantage of a lot of this movement over here. I'm still in it, and it's still heading upwards. I'm tired. Look where it's reached. Exactly on that point. I did not draw this, by the way, okay? I had this drawn from over here, a fib extension level, trend-based fib extension, and I mean, last time I could have possibly touched this was November 15th. We'll give it till like November 20th latest, right? Today's November 27, and man, it's risen a lot, and look where we crashed, right at the yearly downtrend. This was the first downtrend, the first challenge that we mentioned, and I'm pretty sure I did mention this in my stream as well, but we're going to meet at this exact point where the Fibonacci coincides with that downtrend as our first resistance, and we're seeing a bit of red at the moment, so it makes sense. That's why we're slowing down right now at that level. My OBS does not connect. Now it's connected. Okay. So yeah, like I said, we're going to slow down a little bit here. Or maybe we just continue higher. But if we do, next level, of course, we know is going to be up here around 3,800. That's going to be the next important level for us to monitor. And then the 4,000 should be an easy hit if all fundamentals just keep pushing this thing higher. I'm content with this movement. I'm happy to see Ethereum at 3,600 once again. And what was the highest? Yeah, 3,687 was the highest. We're 3,633 right now. So yeah, not too bad for Ethereum. Glad to see this movement, like I said, and expecting to go much higher because we're seeing a lot of other coins already surpassing their all-time highs. Talking about Solana and Sui, and well, Sui doesn't really count because it didn't have a 2021 high. It's a fairly new coin, but things like Bitcoin, it already surpassed its all-time high, and I think that's it, right? Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. But you know, I mean, this isn't even all-time high for Ethereum either. I'm talking at least everything has already gone, most of the other coins have already gone over their March highs, with the exception of some other L2s. But Ethereum is also a part of that. and has not passed its March high. But that's coming up very soon, and then it should be very easy to reach its actual all-time high, which we're expecting Ethereum to be 5,000. This would be mid-bull run though, like we're talking next year, because Ethereum does typically move a little bit slower compared to the rest. But when it moves, it'll have a massive day, like today, for example, leading the way with 9% of an increase today. That's great for Ethereum. But yeah, price is exactly where we expected it to be. That is a good thing. Moving on. XRP is up 7.36%. I don't recall if I have anything specific about the Securities Exchange Commission or any news about that, because that's typically what moves the price of XRP. Still have this goofy uptrend that I don't know if it'll maintain. I'm just readjusting it constantly, it seems like. But you get the idea how it's looking, right? We got something like that going on. I think we have 2 clear points by this time. And just to make things simpler, I'm going to put a extended line from here till, I think it was this candle. Yeah, something like that is what we got going on for XRP. Still a decent uptrend. Let's see how well we're able to maintain that. Super trend never flipped bearish, so XRP still has a lot of potential to the upside at the current moment. This is the yearly high I'm pretty sure we have of 1.96. Not even yearly high. When was this reached? Might have been 2021. It was 2021. That's our 2021 high. 1.96. We already passed our yearly high when it reached over $1. It was 96 cents. That was our first target. But we're well above that. And then like $3 is the 2017 high or whenever this was. The chart doesn't give me enough data, so I filled it in like this. Hope you guys appreciate that. Next, let me just finish with the price of this. It's $1.47. Its highest point that it's reached so far was $1.63. And highest point today is $1.52. So we're just down a little bit, but we're still on our way up. The uptrend still looks very strong. Bit of a congestion zone here, important place to accumulate if we ever do see a dip big enough to reach this level. From this point forward, I do want to let you guys know, any dip you guys see is a great chance for buying, because we're still not necessarily in the middle of the bull run. We're kind of already started the bull run. It's already taken off, sure. But any like pullbacks or anything like that is a great chance to DCA. Just a little bit. As much as you're able to continue the price from going forward. It will go forward for rest of 2025. According to historical data analysis, many analysts are all agreeing and predicting that Bitcoin will, and all crypto in general, will just rise like crazy in 2025. Bull run is definitely not over, I could tell you that much, so it's going to be great. What does this button do? No.
Baba Booey.
Okay, Baba Booey. Next, we got Chainlink up 7.05%. Still maintaining a very healthy uptrend as well. Doesn't look like any pullbacks have affected it whatsoever. It reached almost its highest point from today, reaching $19 exactly. Its highest point so far was $19.06 in this run. It's currently at $18.34. Still not bad for Chainlink, but not a good chance to enter because it's still pretty high. I mean, any coin is a good chance to enter if you're expecting to hold on to it for a long period of time. But if you want to get the best possible price, the best bang for your buck, you better wait for some sort of a drop, some correction. Look where it is in the RSI right now. Still got some chance to rise before it becomes considered overbought again. So it's still got a lot of potential towards the upside for Chainlink. Let's talk about Solana. So we do have 2 entries in Solana. We have 1 entry in Bitcoin, 1 entry in Sui. We already reviewed Bitcoin. We'll review Sui next. Solana right now, though, first purchase was done at 238 at this Fibonacci zone. Right over here. 238, really? 238. Why did I put 238? Okay, whatever. We're talking about this level right over here. Okay, that is the... I'm blind, sorry. Yeah, 238 was the first entry. It did dip a little further, and I did mention if we do see another, the drop continues, we'll see a bounce possibly at this zone, and that's exactly what happened. hit that zone and immediately bounced upwards. And man, we're already in profit. This is great. So these are the entries that I've done so far on this account. I don't think I will be touching this account on my trip. First, because I probably won't even have access to it, or number two, I won't bother even looking at it because I'm obviously concerned with just my main account. This account is a demo account just to show you guys what I would do in some scenarios. Obviously, it's not meant to be copied or whatever financial advice, none of that stuff. But you get the idea, right? Just to share where my mindset is at for this moment. Yeah, Solana is already on its way up towards attempting to break its new all-time high that it just surpassed, which is above the 260 level. It reached a high of 264.58, and right now the sky's the limit for Solana after we break that, the all-time high levels once again. So huge potential for Solana as well. Might just go parabolic. There's nothing limiting Solana at this point. Same thing with Bitcoin once it hits that 100,000. Very similar situation, right? Once Bitcoin hits that 100,000, what even is next? What do you see? Like nothing. The sky is the limit from here. So the only thing I would advise is to watch out for market manipulation, whale activity. Whales like to suddenly just dump and get people scared out of the market. Literally what happened over here. This was just like a little... It wasn't too significant of a drop, right? 7% drop, okay? It's probably something to psychologically scare retail investors out of the market. People who were saying, oh, look, Bitcoin's going to hit 100,000. People will just like buy right over here at 98,000 or whatever. And then they'll see the price drop to 90,000 and be like, oh, this was all a scam. Bitcoin's still, what do they call it? A Ponzi scheme. And then they'll get scared and just lose their money and leave the market because they're impatient. It's paper hands, lettuce hands, whatever you want to call it. You got to have diamond hands, buy the dips, ignore the short-term volatility that these whales and institutions typically like to do. You know that these institutions want as much Bitcoin as possible. Sometimes they will just manipulate the price like that by dumping a lot, liquidating a lot of positions, which we did get millions of dollars liquidated. I don't know the exact amount. I had the tweet somewhere, but I deleted it, whatever. It was hundreds of millions of dollars, right? And then, you know, it causes this domino effect where a lot of people will get wrecked and then they'll just rebuy at the bottom because they want as much Bitcoins as they can get, right? So that's what that's what I would advise to be cautious of going forward. So, okay, Solana having a great day. Phantom is actually not having a great day today, but yesterday, though, it was having a massive day. While everything else, you see the charts of everything else do something like this, and today they're like on their way back up. Well, something like this, right? Currently on their way back up. Phantom was just going up for whatever reason. Reached a high of $1.13, and now today it's still high, but not as high as where it was yesterday. That's where we're seeing a bit of a drop is what it's saying. It's hardly anything. It's still going to be fine. Phantom has got a lot of potential still as well. Man, the uptrend is just super strong, and we're about to break $1.22, which is the high of this year for Phantom as well. Next coin I want to talk about is Polygon, having a great day as well. 7% up. Didn't mean to move that. I'm going to lock it in place. And 62 cents was our highest, where we reached a couple days ago, November 25th. Today we're on our way back up, taking a short breather. We reached a high today of 58 cents. We're currently at 56 cents. But still, great movement from Polygon. Did I say Polkadot last time? I don't want to confuse it. Polkadot is something different. Polygon is probably the better one. People still say that Polkadot will be fine still. I should add it to my favorites so I don't get confused. It is up 4% and at $8.44 now that I'm talking about it. This would have been an entry, and I fall asleep at this stuff for whatever reason. But still, uptrend very strong for most of these alts. Looking great. Let's talk about Sui. It's up almost 6% today. I entered right over here as well. Great entry, bounced off of that level, and it's currently breaking its downtrend. That downtrend breaks, it would have to go for the all-time high. Literally what we're seeing with Bitcoin at this time for Sui's price action, right? Very similar. We break the all-time high. $4 is the equivalent of Bitcoin's 100,000, which because it's the all-time high level and a psychologically important level. Sui breaks $4, Bitcoin breaks 100,000. Super trend will flip bullish once again in the 4-hour chart, and then sky's the limit. What do you see for Sui? I don't know. It's gonna have massive growth though for this cycle, and it's a very volatile coin. Better than Solana, arguably, which is better than Ethereum. It's got a lot of potential. So really excited to see what Sui does here. I'm probably just gonna have to hold on to these positions for however long, and I'll be back in like, I don't know, 2 months, just to give you guys an update on these positions. Yeah, we'll look more into that in detail afterwards. Right now, let's talk about some news. What other buttons do I have? What did this do? Crickets. Quack. The other quack. Okay. All right, let's go. So, remember I shared 2 days ago, there was a big petition for Keir Starmer, the UK Prime Minister, to resign, to call a, well, not resign, but call a general election in the UK. And it had a 1 million signed petition, signatures, right, at that time. Now, 48 hours later, not exactly now, but, 2 days ago, it's reached 230,000 signatures. They really want this guy out. Why, you're asking? Well, because if you're not updated on the World War III lore, they're allowing, UK and US are allowing Ukraine to use their weapons to attack Russia, which Ukraine has already done now. Russia has already responded with a retaliatory strike. Could have been nuclear, but they strike them with intercontinental ballistic missiles, but without the nuke part. So it was just, not too much damage. But it proved that, even NATO defenses can't stop their missiles. So they're like, hey, pal, stop it. Watch out. We're going to destroy you guys. So stop attacking us, hey? What happens next? This is where we're at. Ukraine getting very desperate for soldiers now. They need a lot of army men and everything. They really want to go to war with Russia for whatever reason here. It seems like Russia, I don't think they're doing much at this point other than they're the ones probably defending themselves now. It seems like it's turned to that point. But the United States is now urging Ukraine to lower their military age to 18. They say that what they need is manpower. The Russians are in fact making progress, steady progress in the east, and are beginning to push back Ukrainian lines in Kursk. Okay, that seems to be the primary motive, right? Mobilization and more manpower could make a significant difference at this time as we look at the battlefield today. This all mainly stems as well from North Korea helping Russia fight Ukraine as well. They were provided soldiers from North Korea. So in response as well, the US, the UK, they allow Ukraine, they give Ukraine some weapons, and they're possibly considering giving them nuclear weapons as well. If you're giving Ukraine nuclear weapons, then yeah, that's World War III right there. And that'll be in the end of the world as we know it. But, I don't know. For now, it seems like obviously a terrible idea. There's still peace talks being discussed behind the scenes between, President-elect Trump and Putin. Seems like Zelensky and the European nations and Biden really want to continue this war, or whoever controls Biden, because clearly it's not Biden, I don't think, right? You can agree that Biden's not running the office at this time, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. And European nations, what I mean by that is like United Kingdom, France, they're also allowing their soldiers, mobilizing them to Ukraine to help the Ukrainians fight against the Russians. So that's what you got going on in Ukraine. Speaking of Russia as well, they did recruit thousands of Yemeni men to help fight in Ukraine. It seems like more countries are somehow getting involved, and this is escalating more than what's necessary. Um, but yeah, like, okay, so far nothing much else has been done. This is so far a source, trust me, bro. Literally this comment: Russia, Yemen, North Korea, they're going to get more people, right? If they need. They have China, they have possibly India, all of the other BRICS countries. They're going to have Iran, right? Helping them in this war. Versus, it's going to be NATO and Ukraine. NATO, of course, involves Canada, US, UK, France, Spain, Germany, Italy, and I don't know. I don't know what other countries, but yeah, Europe, I guess. The rest of Europe, except for Turkey. Turkey's probably going to help Russia. And I don't know if Israel will also get involved because, of course, we're helping Israel all the time. So maybe they will. But yeah, we don't want a World War III. Nobody wants it. So it's just the warmongers pushing unnecessary escalations at this point is what it seems like to me. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. I will be down south though, so it doesn't matter too much to me. Of course it is going to matter. What am I talking about? It's going to affect all of us. So better to not have that happen. President Biden, of course, is requesting the Congress to aid Ukraine with $24 billion. Just keep sending money there, taxpayer money, and of course, that's the way to fund the wars, right? Wars make money, so that's what they want. On top of that, U.S. President Joe Biden also approves a $680 million arms sale to Israel. And then, well, before I get to that, France also mentions, by the way, that they will not arrest Netanyahu if he visits the country. If you don't know this, the ICC, International Criminal Court, made an arrest warrant for Netanyahu, Hamas leaders, and some other Israeli leader from the military, their military. And many countries have said, yeah, we're going to arrest Netanyahu if he steps foot in our country. Canada said that. Italy also said that. UK also said that, I think. And, well, some other countries still say no. Like France, United States said that that's absurd, that's anti-Semitism, things like that. And even Trump considered sanctioning or putting tariffs on the ICC for that. So, bit of a mixed response from the rest of the world on this Netanyahu arrest warrant, right? But yeah, this is the big point from today, is that Middle Eastern news from President Biden. He spoke with prime ministers of Lebanon and Israel, and he is pleased to announce that they have accepted the United States' proposal to end the devastating conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, which, I mean, it was still pretty recent that they just made another attack on each other, right? It's always been Lebanon with their Hezbollah terrorist group against Israel, right? People are saying it's Trump doing this, not Biden. But hey, nonetheless, it looks like they reached a ceasefire accord between the two nations. Now, next, hopefully, is Iran and Israel to chill out. But I don't think we're going to see that quite yet. Still some negotiations to do there. Still got to get updates on that later on. And then here's a nice little lie from Biden. Says he's worked his whole presidency to bring peace to the Middle East. It was peaceful before he took office, and then October 7th happened, and then now that he's leaving office, pretty much on the last day, he's like, yeah, by the way, something I could have done years ago, I'm doing it right now, so there you have it. Of course, Kamala Harris chips in with her input, says that a ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah, not Hamas, has been agreed, thanks to POTUS, which is President of the United States' leadership, Biden. Hezbollah will not be allowed to threaten Israel. Civilians will return to their homes on both sides of the border, and a more hopeful future for the people of Lebanon can begin. This ceasefire will end the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah that has been so devastating, but there is more work to do. We will continue to work toward a future where all people in the region can enjoy peace, security, and dignity. What future? Your future is already done. You're going to be out of power in 1 month, right? 2 months. December 20, January, 2 months. Okay, 2 months you'll be out. And then, I mean, finally we're getting something from Kamala Harris about this, but it's kind of like just riding what Joe Biden has done. So I don't know. Did she really do anything still, other than cause the wars? So there you go. And then she also came out with this video, um, a message to her supporters saying stuff like, "Guys, you're important. Don't give up." And they made an edit of her holding, what is this, a whiskey bottle, Hennessy, and she also sounds very, very drunk. Like,
You have the same purpose that you did.
like she sounds drunk.
Never let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. Don't you ever let
Yeah, anyway. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's stop making fun of the poor lady. She'll be out, like I said, in 2 months, so we don't gotta worry about her anymore. And the only thing that we do have to possibly worry about is, I don't know, I remember if I mentioned this, but she will consider running for president once again in 2028. Likely against J.D. Vance. Let's see how that goes. NATO to China. Apparently China cuts the internet cables. I don't know why they even included this. The Yipeng 3, a 225-meter Chinese cargo ship, allegedly dragged its anchor for over 100 miles in the Baltic Sea, severing two vital fiber optic cables. Okay. Anyways, Zuckerberg was actually spotted at Mar-a-Lago, where Trump resides, right? It's nice to see him. Zuckerberg, Mr. Lizard Man himself, visiting Donald Trump. We knew he secretly kind of like endorsed Trump, right? First of all, he called out the Democrats for, later on he came out saying like they made me censor Facebook and all the meta platforms during COVID about the vaccines and stuff like that. So he called them out for that. When Trump got the assassination attempt, he's like, "Yo, Trump is a badass. He's so good at that." Like, but he still wanted to remain apolitical in a sense. But I mean, we technically knew he secretly wanted Trump to win. But there you go, confirmation. I think he voted for Trump, right? He goes to visit him at the Mar-a-Lago house, so that's cool. Pretty neat to see. This is also other news where, Trump effect is already kicking in. The ceasefire deal likely done by Trump. Zuckerberg visits Trump. And Trump is saving the dogs, saving the cats, saving the pets of Ohio. Haitians are fleeing Springfield, Ohio out of fear of mass deportations once Trump gets into office. I mean, yeah, and with that new border czar that he appointed, I forget the guy's name, Tom something. I think it's Tom. Yeah, that guy looks like he's good at his job and probably will get it done very quick. And yeah, of course, Trump is very serious about, deporting all the illegals this time around. To the point where he's like asking Canada and Mexico to secure their borders. More on that later. This whole Springfield, Ohio Haitians thing, if you don't remember what this was, basically a bunch of Haitians migrated to this area thanks to our border czar Kamala Harris, with a paid flight, paid food, paid housing. You get $3,000 a month on a debit card, etc., something like that. But still, they lived like savages. They were eating pets of the people in the neighborhoods, allegedly. No, I think we saw video footage. Like, I'm pretty sure I seen a cat getting roasted or eaten by one of these Haitians migrants. Yeah. I mean, that's for you to decide, but yeah, he's saving the pets. That's what he promised he would do. There was like a bunch of AI memes with Donald Trump carrying dogs and cats to safety kind of deal. It was very wholesome. But, I mean, yeah, that's just illegals doing this stuff to the country. Like, come on. Like, you see a lot of concerned citizens there as well. It's obviously not a good condition to live in that case. The Department of Government Efficiency, let's talk about that. So Elon Musk says that he will also be auditing the IRS in his role of Department of Government Efficiency. Same thing I think he mentioned with the Pentagon, or maybe that was a poll. I don't necessarily remember. They want people to audit the Fed. That's pretty funny. Yeah. So he's gonna have control of everything, making sure that everybody's doing their job and not spending on useless stuff. That'll be great. Here's some new breaking news. Texas sues BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. So the state of Texas is suing these big companies for illegally conspiring to manipulate energy markets, driving up costs for consumers. And this is the kind of thing I was talking about with market manipulation on Bitcoin, because it's so easy to do that with crypto, right? If you're a big institution like BlackRock or Vanguard or whatever, yeah, like one day you guys are like, hey, let me call the CEO of this company. Hey, ready at this hour of this date at this time. We have this insider information and we're gonna dump the price of Bitcoin for a certain amount of time, and then we'll rebuy at X price. Okay, let's do it. Sure. And then they all just do it. And of course, we, the retail traders, don't know what's going on. Suddenly we see a massive sell-off, and then, a lot of people would get scared, sell their Bitcoins, and then these guys will just buy it all back up at a cheaper price and possibly more, because of the people who got scared and sold, who don't know what they're doing. So that's just stuff you got to watch out for in the market. Anyways, this is something separate though. This is the energy markets apparently that they have been manipulating, illegally conspiring to manipulate that. And of course, there's nothing illegal necessarily in the crypto market because it's all decentralized. So they can probably get away with doing that kind of stuff on Bitcoin, but not on these markets, right? And that's why Texas is suing them. They said they would not tolerate the illegal weaponization of the financial industry in service of a destructive, politicized environmental agenda. BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street formed a cartel to rig the coal market, artificially reduce the energy supply, and raise prices. Their conspiracy has harmed American energy production and hurt consumers. This is a stunning violation of state and federal law. Cool. Well, let's hope that they pay the good price, right? Speaking of good prices, this doesn't make sense. Nancy Pelosi portfolio hit a new all-time high just yesterday. She makes millions of dollars every day. She made $2.3 million yesterday, as per the estimates on Quiver Quantitative. She has a net worth now of $264 million, and her annual salary is like pennies compared to that, of course. So she clearly has a lot of insider knowledge. Matt Gaetz, former attorney general now, because he's stepped down from his nomination and passed it on to Pam Bondi, of course. Matt Gaetz says that now that he is not in Congress, he's just going to follow Quiver and get rich, right? Based off insider trading reports. There you go. That is probably the way, not gonna lie. Here's another example of or maybe he is new. I don't know. I don't remember I think I did talk about this guy. I remember the Committee on Education, Senate Committee on Education. Senator Mark Wayne Mullen bought stock in a company called Stride. LRN is the ticker. It's a for-profit education company, and he sits on the Senate Committee on Education. Stock has now risen 39% since his trade. Crazy stuff. This looks like August 5 dip. No, I'm wrong. August 5 dip was over here. Was it even? What happened here? 1st of November? Crazy drop, but then it rose so much. Anyways, regardless, he's made a lot of money, and he works in that department, so he probably knew something that we didn't. Okay, let's get to this part. I'm gonna drink some tea, so yeah. Okay. Mexico's President to Trump. We're talking here about the tariffs that Donald Trump has put, surprisingly, out of nowhere, on Canada and the United States. Sorry, on Canada and Mexico by the United States. A 25% tariff on imports. Well, what are their responses? Mexico started off, President Claudia Sheinbaum responded to Trump's 25% tariff threat warning one tariff will be followed by another in response, and so on until we put at risk common businesses. Sheinbaum emphasized that drugs are a U.S. problem, not Mexico's. That is a lie. And cautioned against harming U.S. automakers with plants in both nations. She also called for dialogue. Dialogue is the best path to achieve understanding, peace, and prosperity for our two countries. Trump reiterated his demands, stating Canada and Mexico must address border security or pay a very big price. So that is the main reason why Donald Trump put these tariffs, so that Canada and US will do their part in securing the borders as well, not just the US, because everybody wants to flow into the US, it seems like these days. But yeah, you know, he's asking for some assistance, but she's, I think, upset how he just immediately like, okay, tariffs and that's it. You guys have to help solve the problem instead of a discussion. The dialogue is what she was expecting from Trump, which, sure, mature response compared to Canada, which we'll talk about in a moment. I'm upset with Canada. But still, like, I think that she would have to do something as well on her part. Like, obviously something has to be done on Mexico's part to help secure the border because, I mean, U.S. is filled with a lot of Mexicans for a reason that are there illegally, right? And not even just any Mexicans, it's anybody from South America that go through Mexico to the United States. It gets crazy. So, also this is hypocritical because I did share this news from Doug Ford, the Premier of Ontario in Canada. He said, before this, he did mention, like, oh, you guys should, like, put tariffs on Mexico because they, you know, illegal immigrants, etc. And now Trump did it on both of them, right? So now he's surprised at this. And, his threat to slap a 25% tariff on all Canadian goods is like a family member stabbing you right in the heart, is what he says. That's the way he feels about it. On top of this, well, the Canadian dollar hasn't been doing well. Mexican peso also has not been doing well because of this news, the 25% tariffs. It reached a sharp drop reacting to the 25% tariffs from Donald Trump news. Question for now of Canada is, will the Liberals finally take our disastrous immigration policy and rampant criminal drug industry seriously? Because that seems to be what the main issue is. The answer is probably not, honestly. This is the lowest point, by the way, that we've seen for the Canadian dollar since 2020. Okay. So here's the Canada response. Literally the exact same thing. Same thing as what Mexico is doing. You put tariffs on us, we put tariffs on you. Right? So Canada will also be doing that, which is not that great as well for the economy. They're examining tariffs on certain U.S. items against the United States, of course. Canadian businesses, political leaders warn of negative consequences if President Donald Trump imposes a 25% tariff on Canadian goods, literally on any goods. There's fear of prices driving up because of that. Could cause a lot of inflation, and it's going to cause this little, like, market war, right? Between, like, I put tariffs on you. No, I put tariffs on you. No, you, no, you, no, you. And it'll just, until the tariffs will just eventually get so ridiculous. This is something that we did see under Trump's presidency against China at some point, I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken. Like 2018 or something, I think that happened. Yeah. I don't know exactly all the details. I was not trading at that time. I was still a student focusing on polynomials and parabolas at that time. Regardless of our coin dropping like crazy, there's the Deputy Prime Minister, Chrystia Freeland, who clearly is out of touch with this. Saying that it's just a vibe session, not really a recession. I don't think she understands the severity of the situation. Why is she Deputy Prime Minister? Something's got to change. It's getting crazy as well in Quebec. Well, not Quebec, sorry. This is Nigeria, by the way, okay? A car was stolen from Quebec, and it somehow ended up in Nigeria. Somehow. Like how? This is literally crossing the Atlantic Ocean. It's crazy stuff going on. And even crazier still. Okay, so now we're just really getting into these Canadian issues. There's Indian international students, shamelessly, from Canada, recording themselves illegally crossing the border to the United States. They're talking about how easy it is to illegally immigrate and how they will help you cross for a small fee. So, yeah, this whole thing of Trump putting tariffs on the border, it makes sense, right? And of course, the whole border security is just a joke under Trudeau's watch, it seems like at this point. They even have an Instagram page where they would offer their border crossing services. Videos saying, call Akash, he's got great prices. This experience was so enjoyable. It only took 45 minutes to cross the USA. They're bold enough to advertise this openly because Trudeau is soft on crime. So, yeah, this is what Trump wants to prevent. So he needs Trudeau's help, of course. And to kind of force him to do what Trump wants, he puts that tariff in the way, saying, listen, we got to fix this border thing. In the meantime, you will get charged 25% tariffs until it is resolved. Yeah. Not happy about this whole situation, of course, but you know what? Fine. Let's just hope that Trump will wake up. Speaking of the immigrants, we've got a lot of temporary immigrants, quote unquote, is what we have. Canada has a population of 41,800,000 people. There's 4,900,000 temporary immigrants in Canada, which means that 1 in 10 people in Canada is a temporary immigrant. I think that ratio is just way too high for, normal, normal Canadians or whatever the case may be against temporary immigrants. Like, the number should be much smaller. We have a healthcare and housing crisis, and 10% of the people here are temporary, which bothers, of course, what citizens should be getting. Like if we were supposed to get free healthcare or whatever, or housing, well, it's kind of hard because the competition is going to be really high. There's a lot of people here that are just supposed to be, quote unquote, temporary. So that's what most Canadians are upset about. This insane Canada under Trudeau, which is why we have to close the border. I mean, Trudeau kind of did listen to the concerns, and he's trying to fix things now of all times when, he's only got 1 year left, less than a year left before elections are called up again, where Pierre Poilievre will likely be elected. We'll talk more about him in a second. Trudeau mentioned he would pause or freeze immigration for 3 years to let the economy stabilize at, stop the amount of people of entering Canada, stop the population from growing, and then until the economy catches up, and then we can resume normal growth, because we've had abnormal growth to the point where it's economically unsustainable for the amount of people that are in the country now. So, I mean, Canada's a big country. Expansion can be done, but there's just no funding for the constructions, for the homes, right? The economy is just bad in general because of this mass immigration. Healthcare system, which I just touched upon here a little bit. Apparently, it's one of the worst in Canada now. They have some of the worst health metrics among OECD members, and they spend a lot, of course. Canada is ranked 28th of 30 for the relative availability of doctors, 25th of 30 for hospital beds dedicated to physical care, 27th of 31 for the relative availability of magnetic resonance imaging (MRI) machines, and 28th out of 31 for CT scanners. But we're the top spenders, so why? The system is broken. That's why. Cool. Trudeau emphasizes that while citizens are grappling with the cost of living crisis, prioritizing defense spending and support for NATO and Ukraine is crucial to ensuring long-term global stability. Just clearly out of touch. Come on. This is not what we need. He's prioritizing other countries instead of Canada. What we need is somebody who will put Canada first, which is Pierre Poilievre's idea, right? He wants to put Canada first. He only cares about Canada, wants to put the country first. Very based. This is exactly what we need. He's like the Donald Trump for Canada, which is what I would like to see. That's great. Trudeau, of course, before I talk about Jagmeet Singh over here, Trudeau is planning to freeze taxes as well starting December 15 for the holiday season. You will get reduced taxes on some goods, or no taxes on some goods, I think it is. And on top of that, you will get a $250 check if you made less than $150,000 the previous year, right? We're getting that next year. I probably will. But the issue is that apparently pensioners, I think, are ineligible for it. And also the $250, what is that going to do? That's not enough. He's trying to buy, of course, the Canadian vote. It's what people suspect this. Pierre Poilievre already expressed his thoughts saying, like, this is just him trying to suck up and don't fall for this little scam thing that he's doing over here. Anyways, Jagmeet Singh, it seemed like he was going to just approve anything that the Liberals wanted because this guy only cares about his pension, which will happen next year, I think. I don't know too much about this guy. I have to research him a little bit more. But something I always hear about, he only cares about his pension first rather than Canadians' interests. So I guess there you have it. But now he's I mean, sometimes he'll put his foot down against the Liberals because NDP and Liberals are kind of connected, kind of. They're still two separate parties, but they ride each other, if you know what I mean. NDP will not support Liberal GST holiday, the tax holiday bill, unless a rebate is expanded, is what Jagmeet Singh says. Okay, sure, I guess that makes sense. And also similar thing with the Bloc Québécois, another political party from Canada, mentioning that we should allow this for pensioners as well to be eligible for this rebate. Okay, well, we'll see how that turns out. The bill still has yet to be passed. Trudeau wants to pass it as fast as possible, but depends realistically what the others vote for as well. So, I really don't know if I want to read all this. It would probably be for another day. But here's a nice thread on Pierre Poilievre, what his policies are. He's renowned as a champion of the people. He now leads the Conservative Party and is likely to be Canada's next Prime Minister. I hope so. Poilievre is determined to tackle Canada's biggest challenges with bold reforms and clear vision. If you want to read all that, here it is, frame by frame. You could pause and read it. I'm just not doing this because I'm short on time. This is, like I said, my last stream anyway. And I've got to prepare a lot of stuff for my trip. So there you go. And honestly, he seemed like the way this guy talks compared to the way that Trudeau talks. Trudeau would always stutter, kind of not know what to say, or repeat some random other stuff. This guy, he'll say everything confidently. Kind of seems like he knows what he's talking about. Sure, he will repeat stuff, but stuff that actually makes sense. Like his slogan makes sense, right? So there you go. Let's go, Pierre. Oh, and I also have this. I think it's this one.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Yeah, yo, Pierre, you want to come out here? No, that's from a show, though. It's not the actual Pierre Poilievre. Anyways, small rural township in the southwest corner of northern What? Southwest corner of northern Ontario. Okay. Is that south or is that north? Okay, it's Emo, Ontario. Their mayor has been fined $15,000 for discrimination, quote unquote, following a 2020 vote that decided not to recognize June as Pride Month and to reject flying a Pride flag. That's pretty based in my opinion, but they fined the guy and his town $15,000. Come on, for not recognizing Pride? Come on. We don't need this absurdity in the country. Get it out of here. Anyway. Here's a post by Charles Hoskinson, which is probably why Cardano has been pumping. Right, Cardano? Where's Cardano? I don't have Cardano on this list. Find it right now. 6% pump. It's surpassed $1 again. That's a good thing. Can I please move? Thank you. I should have put orders. Why did I put in orders? What am I doing? You know what? Will we ever see this price again? Probably not. 5x, are you insane? 3x. Anyways, the point is, there's a ghost town in Texas for sale of $100,000. An entire Texas town abandoned in the 90s is listed for $100,000. You could buy a whole town, guys. And Charles Hoskinson is very interested. He's kind of involving himself in the political side of the United States as well, with RFK Jr., etc. RFK Jr., we know he holds a lot of Bitcoin as well. He said he put his entire net worth into Bitcoin. Very smart move from RFK Jr., now the Secretary of the Health Ministry or whatever. Charles Hoskinson, this is the CEO of Cardano, says, I mean, I'm not saying we should use the treasury to buy this town, but Cardano land does have a nice ring to it. He's probably going to make Cardano land. I think at least is the reason why Cardano would be pumping like crazy today. Or maybe it's just the general rebounds of everything going up at the same time. But it's still nice. A good 6% pump. We're back above $1. We reached $1.15 as the highest point for Cardano. And this happened on 22nd of November. We're on our way back up there, which is decent. I don't remember what the highest point. $3 Cardano. Highest point in 2021. $3 and something. That'll be easy to break as well, hopefully. We're getting there. Patience. Step by step. What does this button do? I need a dollar, that's what I need. Okay, so Vancouver. They're planning to adopt Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. So there we go. Canada is finally doing something with that. Do I have... That's not what I meant to click. Anyway. Dogecoin, we seen it flip a lot of companies. I think it flipped Volkswagen, it flipped Ford, and now it's flipped Porsche. The market cap of Porsche, guys. A meme coin is literally beating all these car companies. I think that that's just a new meme now. The fact that this meme is beating the market cap of other car companies. That's pretty funny. Hawk Tua Girl is releasing her meme coin on December 4th. We're seeing a lot of meme coin activity. Here's the Chill Guy meme coin, which has gone up so much. I think I saw a post where some guy made a couple $1 million, like $5 million, by putting only like 5,000 in 12 days ago. So, wow. Explosive growth from the Chill Guy meme and its coin. And CNN actually released this post. It's pretty funny. Saying that these are the new symbols of hate. What is this Chill Guy meme, and why is he the new figurehead of racist right-wingers? Here's what you need to know. And then the post is like, yeah, he's just a chill guy, and they hate him for it. Literally, yeah. Me, personally, I kind of don't like the meme. But, I mean, he's just a chill guy, and we're hating him for it. That's just another meme on it. Apparently, Binance, according to Trust Me Bro, will be listing Chill Guy meme coin on its exchange. I mean, it also did get listed on Bybit, which I think that's probably why. Have we seen an increase on this? Chill Guy. Just a chill guy. Well, it's down 8% today. That is not good. It was up a lot when I saw it. It was listed on Bybit Spot, and it's also listed on Binance Futures. There you go. So, possibly expecting this to rise quite a lot, right? Listing meme coins on big exchanges, it pumps the coin like crazy. But I don't know why today. It's down 11%. Maybe, you know what? This might be a good buying opportunity. And I'm going to see how far we do. Because I have it on Bing X here. It says it's down 10%. Whatever. Really? That's 10% drop? I don't know, man. This looks risky. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're dropping 500. If we lose the 500, then so be it. I'll be back in 2 months to either applaud this decision or regret it. Should I use 3x leverage? I'm on cross margin. I'll be fine. There you go. Probably the worst mistake of my life. What even is my liquidation price at 55? Calculator, 55 divided by 3. I put times 3. 55 divided by 3 is 18 minus the 55. So I get liquidated at 36. Would be liquidated. That is really close. That is crazy close, actually. This might be too dangerous. What did I say? 36? Approximately there? It's my liquidation price. If this was an isolated margin, which means I can only tolerate a 33% drop. But this moves up a lot. Just this week, it's gone up 80%. And, I mean, since it's an inception, 40%. Well, I guess you know. Really? Did somebody actually make that much money? I'm starting to doubt that post that I saw. I mean, it's Twitter. It's probably just... Oh, it was listed on Bybit Futures as well. And then we got a spot listing on Bybit. And then futures listing on Binance. Futures mean you can use leverage. We also got this futures listing on BingX, I guess, if you want to put it that way. 22nd of November, which means we can trade Chill Guy with leverage. There you go. It's making us some money. Dangerous, though. Wouldn't do what I did on a real account. This is just a demo account. This is the last day, so... Yeah, I just decided to throw some on a meme coin. Sure, why not? But I mean, okay, what is going on with this whole meme coin community? Last time I did talk about pump.fun, right? Where it's all based on Solana meme coins, and people are going a little too crazy over this stuff. Here we have Binance CZ, ex-CEO of Binance's input on this whole meme coin situation. He says that he's not against memes, but meme coins are getting a little weird now. It's better if we build real applications using blockchain, because that's not what blockchain was made for. It wasn't made to create meme coins, right? Solana wasn't there to make meme coins, or Avalanche meme coins, or Sui meme coins, whatever. But that's what a lot of people want now, because meme coins will just pump like crazy one day, and then they'll just be worth nothing for the rest of their lifetime. Yeah, make of that what you will. Like, this is supposed to be something fun with a great community, but things like pump.fun, where there's like a lot of rug pulls and everything like that, it's not fun. Not fun, you know? And hence why that is possibly going to get shut down. A lot of people are betting on Polymarket that pump.fun will get shut down. Yeah, anyway. Still, like, of course, you can go ahead, have fun with meme coins, sure. Make money, lose money, whatever. It can make you a million overnight if that's what you really want to risk. It's like the lottery, right? Sure. Or casino, I guess. Literally, because they have no significance. Meme coins, they were not really supposed to be worth anything. It's just magic internet money at that point. Bitcoin, though, actually solves a real-world problem. Ethereum solves a real-world problem. XRP does. Cardano, Litecoin, etc. But the meme coins, nah. Whatever. You got the idea. Chris, also CEO of Crypto.com, also gave his input on the state of meme coins right now. He's saying that the rapid-fire meme coins of 2024 remind him of the NFTs in 2021. I agree. Chances of long-term staying power are very low for all but a very rare few, so tread carefully. Only some meme coins will make it, sure. Like, we have seen Dogecoin stay very strong, Shiba Army stay very strong, Pepe is very strong as well. We're seeing some other coins, meme coins like Bonk and Whiff, kind of lurk around for a while longer. Flowkey's still there. And yeah, well, now we're seeing stuff like Peanut just surge, and I don't know if people will still be talking about Peanut a month from now. Or Chill Guy. I think Chill Guy might stay for a while longer, hence why I kind of took a bit of a risk with purchasing some right now, because I'm seeing it everywhere, man. I don't know. I just wish something one day will be as big as Ugandan Knuckles. That was probably my favorite meme. Do we even have a Ugandan Knuckles meme coin? Anyways, that was Chris's input. Thank you, Chris. Ugandan Knuckles. We have a Knuckles, but not Ugandan Knuckles. Like, this is the actual Sonic other hedgehog. Okay, so there's no Ugandan Knuckles. What would they call it? Do you know the way? Dewey. Okay, never mind. We do have it. Prices are not tracked though. Though. Dewey. What even? It has a max supply too. What? That'll be funny. There's no information on this. Yeah, okay, the Ugandan Knuckles meme has no intrinsic value, an expectation, or financial return. There's no official team or roadmap. Coin has no use, and it's just for entertainment purposes only. Literally, that's what the meme coins are. And this was such a similar sentiment to what NFTs were in 2021. Literally the exact same thing. They have no value. You shouldn't have any expectation of financial return. It's just for entertainment purposes. There's no teams, roadmaps. What are you going to do with NFTs? Oh, they were talking about incorporating it in gaming and stuff like that. Well, that died. Gaming is not that popular on with crypto yet. I'm sure it will have its boom someday. But right now, no, it's not that hot. Anyways, Ebola tokens. My brothers, it's time for me to give you the way. I will show you the way. Together, one by one, we will spit on the non-believers who refuse the way. There is only the way. Together, my brothers, we will lead the way. There you have it. I'm going to stop reading that. I'm cringing. Okay, Warren Buffett has published this letter explaining how his $150 billion fortune will be given away when he dies. I don't remember if I talked about this or not. TLDR, I think, is he will let his children decide where to spread the wealth. Something like that. Because he's an old man. He's made his millions. Probably going to pass away soon. So, yeah. There you go. Billions. He's made his billions, not millions. MicroStrategy stock has also been dropping from its peak on November 21st. That's a $30 billion return of market cap erased in 4 trading days as Bitcoin fell only 9% from its high. This is one MicroStrategy's largest 4-day drops in history, which has happened. If you want to read all that, here it is. TLDR. MicroStrategy is not really that good of a company, right? And it's only gone up because it has a lot of Bitcoins. So really, does it have any value? I don't know. I did buy MicroStrategy though. I did buy the dip. Because, sure, for short-term volatility, it's really good. And if you're investing in stocks, you want exposition to Bitcoin, sure, it's really good. Look at the scam. Or maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm tripping. Never mind. This would have worked, but I just drew my Fibonacci wrong. I just readjusted it. See, look, it's that's a difference right over there. I only bought one stock. Too expensive for me. I don't have any money. But I'll sell when it reaches the top. 39% possible growth. If I go from 382 to 548, is that $100? I cannot do math. Don't put me on the spot. 548 minus 382, that's 166 possible profit that I can make on this. That's hardly pennies for me. Anyways, yeah. Okay, that's what we got for MicroStrategy. Get out. Reasons to be bullish. Trump, of course, could start the biggest bull runs in the history of crypto. He hasn't been put in office yet. That's January 2025. 2025 will be a great year. I will be back in 2025 to further confirm that. He will take office in January, likely establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Vancouver, we already know, is trying to do that. Gary Gensler is resigning January 20th. This will end Operation Choke Point 2.0, meaning XRP will be free to grow, no longer under the shadow of the Securities Exchange Commission, and Trump will likely appoint somebody very pro-crypto instead of Gary Gensler. Hopefully it's Teresa Guillen. Teresa Goody Guillen. Because, first of all, my last name, that's pretty cool. And she's very pro-crypto. She said make crypto great again. So there you go. She's going to make crypto great again. Yeah, there we go. That's the button. So this could lead to ETF approvals as well for Solana, XRP, and Litecoin next year. I think XRP will probably be first. We're going to get a nice alt season from this. Why do I think it's going to be first? Well, because Bitwise... Oh, no, not Bitwise. This company first. Sorry. A $112 billion asset manager, Wisdom Tree, has registered in Delaware for a SPART XRP ETF. They're already registering for the XRP ETFs. XRP's only moved 6%, 7%. I don't think it's crazy growth because of that. I think we got a similar news to this way back, which made XRP pump something like this, I think. I don't remember if it was on this day, but it had a nice pump like that. Could have been this day over here where... No, that was March. Yeah, it was definitely this day then. Probably in August, or maybe this day, September 12. I don't remember. But XRP did get news that, hey, possible ETF, and it pumped like crazy, which was great. Now, though, you know, Gary Gensler gone, SEC free to grow, XRP ETF possibly soon. And also, this is interesting that I saw Bitwise is also going to file for a 10 crypto index ETF with the Securities Exchange Commission. What this means is there will be an ETF with all of these cryptocurrencies in its portfolio, balanced out by whoever the fund manager is, right? It's going to consist of XRP, Bitcoin, Solana, Cardano, Uniswap, Polkadot, Chainlink, Ethereum, Avalanche, and Bitcoin Cash. And then you have Litecoin saying WTF, right? Why isn't Litecoin included? Anyway, this might be decent for long-term growth, I guess, because first of all, these are probably longer, cryptocurrencies that have been here for longer, right? Well, Litecoin should have been here too then. I don't know. But sure. My top 10, though, if I was to make one, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, minus 1. I'm taking out... So I'm including all of these except for Polkadot I would take out. So my top 10 would be Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Chainlink, Litecoin, Cardano, Solana, Phantom, Polygon, Sui. I might regret putting Polygon there, though. Am I missing one? Yeah, I think Polygon's fine. I wouldn't put a meme coin in a if I was to make an ETF. Yeah, I'm good with Polygon then. That would be my top 10 if I was to ever going to make an indexed ETF. What this means, if you don't know anything about indexes, well, think S&P 500, think the Nasdaq, think Dow Jones, Russell 2000 E-mini, the German DAX, the Euro 50, the CAC 40 from France, or Spain 50, whatever it is, right? It's companies, not companies. It's an index consists of many assets, companies, right? That give you exposition to a specific industry or sector, right? In this case, if you want exposition to crypto market and you want the top 10, well, there you go. You could use something like this or the list that I provided, right? The S&P 500, for example, consists of the top 500 companies by market cap in the United States. Sure. The Dow Jones consists of 30 companies that are handpicked by these special people. The Nasdaq is 100 companies that are exposed mainly to the technological sector, but they would also have other companies in there too. And Russell 2000 consists of small cap companies with a lot of potential growth, which would be good in cases like when we're getting rate cuts, for example, that would improve small businesses and probably boost their stock prices, giving them a lot of room for growth. That's when those stocks like the E-mini 2000 would grow, not stocks, indices, right? So it's cool that we're likely going to get one of these if this does get approved by the Securities Exchange Commission, which we know we're getting somebody pro-crypto, likely will get approved. What's the matter? I think there's nothing wrong with that. Morocco, unbanning crypto. It was banned in 2017. Now the country plans to fully legalize cryptocurrencies. Next will be China unban, It's giga bullish for crypto, and more and more countries are adopting Bitcoin and crypto. Of course, that's great. A lot of companies will start fighting over crypto someday. Bitcoin dominance 4-month uptrend has been broken. Prepare for an epic altcoin rally. I do think alts will start to pump like crazy, probably more than Bitcoin. I still would like to have Bitcoin because it is the main thing, right? In times of uncertainty, more people let go of alts and just buy Bitcoin instead if you were only exposed to the crypto market, right? But when everything is fine, Bitcoin's moving up a lot. It already made its big move. And then you're like, okay, I don't see much more room for growth of Bitcoin. Its dominance is already really high. So then people will start taking their profits from Bitcoin and start flowing them into the altcoins, where those will start increasing like crazy because they're so undervalued. And that's what's called an alt season. That's what we're expecting very soon. When an alt season happens, of course, that means more liquidity goes into the altcoins, anything that is not Bitcoin. And that's when you see this kind of stuff happening, when Bitcoin dominance starts dropping, something like 58% where it is right now. That means the alts are starting to take over as well. So that is a good thing if you're exposed into the altcoins, which I kind of am. All right, let's talk about some outside world news.
What you know about rolling down in the...
I'm drinking tea as well. I'm getting tired of talking. I'll give my throat a 2-month break from you guys. Cristiano Ronaldo says, big win tonight. Elon Musk says, congrats. And look, I just wanted to talk about this. I brought this up because, okay, well, Cristiano Ronaldo first says, hey, glad your eyes have time for good soccer, right? Elon Musk is just so efficient. He runs multiple companies at the same time. He's a billionaire. He's also involved in the government and always has a lot of time to spend on Twitter. And you spend all your time on Twitter or whatever other app and you can't get anything done. SMH. Yeah. It's cool just to see that. This is the new Miss Universe. She was newly crowned from Denmark, I think. And, well, first of all, people were amazed and relieved that it finally wasn't a man, and it finally wasn't somebody who was overweight and genuinely did not look pretty. Well, now we finally got, a blonde, beautiful woman as the Miss Universe, so there you go. But apparently she's already being attacked for lip-syncing racial slur in a Jay-Z song. I'm assuming for, like, I don't know, maybe a TikTok, where the girls would lip-sync some random song, and it happens to be a Jay-Z song, and there happens to be the N-word in there, but she didn't say it. She was lip-syncing it, so she's not really saying it. And even if she did say it, who cares? It's a word, stop being so incredibly fragile. Says I am yes, you are no on this tweet. Which makes sense. I agree with this. Like, come on. This shouldn't be newsworthy, but whatever. It just caught my attention. That's really funny. And last bit of news, everyone needs to see this. Nickelodeon is a children's channel owned by Paramount Global. Guess what in Latin that gets translated to? I didn't know this until now, so I decided you guys should know about it. Nickelodeon means I don't care about God. Suspicious. You're letting your children watch TV show from I don't care about God. That's not good. Oh, and also Nickelodeon has this shape, which is the shape of Epstein's Island. Suspicious. Like, even this little patch of land, do you see this? Like, the resemblance is just... Come on. And of course, there's a lot of suspected child trafficking or, child abuse. I don't know. You already know what Jeffrey Epstein did. Come on now. And a lot of famous rich people visited that Epstein Island. But yeah, anyways, who cares? That's all in the past. Phantom, why is it still red? It's rising. It's rising. Reached $1.10. Okay, we're kind of back. Okay. And before I finish everything off, shouldn't even talk about this. I opened a new exchange account on an exchange called BitUnix. I didn't put too much money in it. I'll show this. Bit Unix, it's kind of the same thing as Bing X, where there's no KYC and no VPN required. So that's really cool, really good. I tried setting up as much as I could to resemble what I see on Bing X in terms of like indicators and all that. I don't like this color green, honestly, but everything else is very similar to the way I operate on Bing X. I did it open to position here. Not too much money. It was on Sui. Let me go to Sui. Can I go Sui from here? Sui. Yes. Oh, it shows me the liquidation price too. That's neat. I bought right over here yesterday. Yes, 26th of November. It's on the way up a little bit, so that's not too bad. I wish I would have bought down here though. I did put another order down there though, just in case it does drop. But yeah, I don't have too much money in here, like $50, I think, from what I used when I needed Ethereum to cover gas fees on Uniswap one time, which was a hassle. I hated it. I hate those decentralized exchanges because like they run on Ethereum and Ethereum is just so expensive with their gas fees. But that's what Solana's for. That's what Sui is for. And yeah, I have good hopes for Sui to continue rising. So that's why I invested some of it in here. Let's see how much we can make $50 grow on Sui. Maybe I'll add more. Maybe I'll put more money in here. I probably should, because I found that it's really easy to transfer. Like if you ever bought crypto on the spot market, like on literally any centralized exchange, like anything you download from the App Store, you could just transfer your crypto over to like this exchange, change it from, you put it in your spot market. This also has a spot market, right? Instead of the futures, you go to your spot market, you just send your crypto, right? You don't sell it, okay? You send your crypto to this exchange. On this exchange, you can sell it for USDT. Then you transfer that USDT to your futures account, which is this stuff right here, where you could trade with leverage and possibly multiply your gains. But you can also multiply your losses, so you should know what you're doing, not financial advice. Do your own research, and I will see you guys next year. Thanks so much for watching. No. Bruh. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was a great session, and what are my outlooks? What are my targets? I should set targets. Okay. 2 months from now, January 20. Where is Bitcoin going to be? I'm going to come back to this video, okay? And I'm going to come back to this exact moment. Bitcoin will be January 20... 120K? January 20? Ethereum? January 20. Ethereum is going to struggle. Ethereum will be all-time high. January 20. XRP. $3 XRP, what do you think? Yeah, let's do it. $3 XRP, January 20. Why January 20? Why am I saying January 20? That's the day that Trump gets back. I'm not coming back January 20. I'm coming back like, I don't know when. Maybe I will come back January 20. I don't know. Whatever, I'll keep you guys posted on my Twitter or something. Chainlink, oh man, Chainlink targets for January 20. It's got solid growth. January 20, man. Is 25 too soon? I feel like I could go up a lot more. 30? I feel like I've messed up on my predictions for the other coins, honestly. I feel like December is going to be a down month for whatever reason. Just because we're so high this month. But January will bounce back. Yeah, I think that's fine. $30 Chainlink. There you go. Litecoin. Oh, we're definitely going above. We're going 150 Litecoin. January 20. Cardano. Oh, man. We're $1.15 right now. Could do $1.50, December, January, $2, Cardano. We'll see how right we are. Oh, and you know what I should do before I go? You know what? I think I'm smart. Okay, I'll get to that later. Polka dot. No, I'm skipping polka dot. It's not in my top 10. Matter of fact, I'm deleting it off my list. I'm not gonna focus on polka dot. These are my top 10s, okay? I already talked about Cardano. So Solana. Oh man, Solana. 300 Solana? That seems like it's so far away, but it's so close. That means we're gonna be higher for Solana. Oh my god, I don't want to think about this. 350? 350 Solana? January 20. Ah, I feel like I go up so much more though. It's very volatile. You think 400? Is that too much? Hey, I'm willing to believe it. 400 Solana. Go for it. Phantom. Oh my. Oh my. Phantom 170. 175, let's put it. January 20, 175. I feel like that's so close though. Whatever, we'll keep it conservative, okay? Polygon. I don't have that much to say about Polygon. Maybe $1. Is $1 too much to ask for? We're at 62. I think $1 is fine. Polygon likes to move sometimes when it does move. We'll keep it $1. And Sui. Oh man, Sui is going up to like $6.50 by January. All right, there you go. It's up to you whether or not you want to believe this. It's not financial advice. I'm literally guessing at this point, but I just want to see how correct my intuition is by the time I come back. When I come back and stream again with all this stuff, we're going to see if we fall to the floor or if we make some nice money. Depends. So, yeah. What I wanted to do before I go, let's see, how many orders do I have? Come on, go here. 12 orders. That is a lie. That is not a lie. Okay. What's 5 times 12? Oh my god, 60? 6,000 then? 500 times 12, 6,000. I have 13,500 available margin. Why does it keep moving? Whatever, because it's cross margin. 13,500 minus 6,000 is what I said. So I'd have 7,500 to freely plop anywhere that I so desire. Bitcoin is dumping right now at 95,000. Beautiful opportunity. We're dropping, get ready, $7,500. 3x or 5x? 3x. We're actually going to get liquidated, so we'll put 3x. And there you go. That's my biggest position probably ever. Oh man. We're either going to be rich or we're going to be on the streets in 2 months. It's okay, I'm investing way more than this on my main. Or am I? Maybe I'm broke on my main. Maybe this is the worst month I've ever had. Bitcoin falling below 50,000. I'm also just looking at my phone's notifications. Marathon Digital Holdings. Bitcoin top-up. Readjusts total to $3.3 billion. Don't care about Marathon Digital Holdings. They're a Bitcoin mining company. Why would you want to invest in that? Just buy the Bitcoin itself. You better own Bitcoin. That's a good thing. Chill Guy is dropping. That is not good. It's okay. It's whatever. That's also something I'm not expecting to grow. But Bitcoin, of course, we expect it to grow. Obviously, we'll break through 100,000. What's stopping Bitcoin, realistically, other than World War III? Nothing. We got Bitcoin in the bags. I'm confident in that. The rest, I didn't put in 6,000 because in case we do see a drop, I do want these to be purchased, right? And I'll keep track of that stuff when I come back. I can see which dates those were purchased. Last time I purchased these is November 27. So I will know when those got purchased, if they ever do. They probably won't. I probably have to readjust some of them, right? I want to make sure that everything is all set before I go forever. Like, look at this. Solana at 144. I guarantee you my whole bank account, we're not going to see 144 Solana ever again. So I'm taking that out. 151, we're not seeing that. That's 2 trades. Bitcoin, 66,000, we're not seeing that ever again. Hate to break it to you. Sui 163, we're not seeing that ever again. That's 4 now. Sui 141, nope. It's 5. Oh, this is a 300 Litecoin, which we're still not seeing at 76. That's possible, but I doubt it still. And I'd like to put more anyway. So that's 6 trades. Ethereum 3,000. Yeah. 3,100, I mean. XRP $1.06, yes. Polygon 44 cents, yes. Solana 210. Very unlikely, but sure. Did I have another entry in Solana, right? Yes, the 222. Yes, okay. So we don't got to worry about that. Sui is fine. Cardano is fine. This is an order of 87. Okay. Okay. Gosh. I am stressing out. I've been streaming for an hour 25. I am getting tired. I want to play this. Alright, what are we buying? I have 6 entries to possibly put in, and I'm not afraid to use them. When did this flip bullish? Right over here, pal. Okay, so I'm dropping this. First chain link entry. I don't like this. I don't like that either. I think this is the one then. Because I figured, like, if you put your Fibonacci from here, although this is probably wrong, the distance between the other entries are smaller. That's the first thing. Second thing is it tends to be sometimes more accurate. At least based off of what I've seen. If I put this here, and here, and here, it just gets further away. Now, I feel like this is probably right. We'll do it the actual way. Lock that in. Okay, so I have 6 entries, okay? I don't like chain link, though. Alright. I don't want to enter Phantom this high, man. Crazy. What is this? 64? Okay, that's actually pretty good. Here we go. First entry is $1.01. I hate it, but sure. Fine. Put our money where our mouth is. Come on, that's not what I meant to do. 1.01836. We're putting 500 at 3x. Go. We might see this over here too. So 94615. Drop another 500. That's 2. Do I have entries in Sui? Yes, so we'll leave that one alone. Although I think Sui will be the highest gainer, so I want more exposition to it. First entry was here, right? Where did I enter? Sui, $3.11. Oh, that was down here. I do have another order here already. Okay, so I'm fine with Sui for now. What do I want to enter? Did I put Cardano orders? I do have one at 87. Why didn't that get triggered? Or did I just put it now? I might have just put it now. Yeah, I definitely did. Like during the stream and I just completely forgot about it. Okay, forget that. Sol, Polygon is there. XRP is there. Ethereum is there too. Litecoin. One entry we got at 88.65. I missed the chance completely. I blew it. One entry would be here though, like right now. Sure, what price is it? 95? Man, I don't want to buy it 95. 88.65. Drop 500 in there. There you go. One entry's fine. Okay, I have 9 orders. I'm supposed to have 12. So I need 3 more. 3 more orders. Gosh, this is stressful. Do I have XRP orders? At $1.06. It's $1.45 right now. $1.06. That's down here. I could put one over here. $1.19. Although I hate it, but I'll do it. 119.72. 500. Yeah, I really hate it. But whatever. Do what you gotta do. Okay, and how many more? 2 more. Solana's complete. I think Phantom's complete. Polygon is fine. Fine, we'll do 2 in Chainlink then, I guess. And it's going to be these 2 right here, because I honestly don't know where else to put my money. But I know Chainlink will be good. Still think Chainlink's kind of undervalued. Has so much potential to grow higher, though. 16.9425. 500. And the next one is 15.6276. 500. Okay. That's all. Those are my 12 orders. 500 bucks total. 6,000 available margin. Some of them probably won't even get triggered, which is fine. Rest of it is placed in Bitcoin. Possibly God placement. Because we've seen no negative amount. I should have put it down here, though. I'm not going to lie. Well, I wasn't streaming yesterday, so it's not my problem. Okay. Well, that's all for today. Guys, see you in 2 months. Hope you enjoyed. Smash like, subscribe. Will I be uploading? Probably. I'll try to get a video out tomorrow. Possibly. And then I have so much other videos that I still have to upload. And then I'm also going to be vlogging the trip. I don't even know how I'm going to do it. So they're just going to be all done off of a phone because I don't have a professional camera. I will have my drone though. I'm bringing the drone, so it'll be good. But yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. And